Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion on Nyxus Gaming. In the last episode we started the Knights of the Nine DLC. We went on a pilgrimage to the 9 Divine Way Shrines. We didn't have to go to Akatosh and Devella because I guess we've been there already. But after doing all of those, we got sent on a quest to the Shrine of the Crusader here in the sunken Ayleid ruin of Vanua to pick up the Crusader's helm, which I was looking at. The helm of the Crusader, it's actually just as good as our Daedric helm in terms of weight and defense, but it has added stuff to it, so I think we're gonna switch over to that. We get the Serene Beauty when we switch to it too. I don't know what that is. We got some diseases we gotta cure too. That's fine. Serene Beauty. I don't know what the Serene Beauty is, and I don't see it on here. Is it an actual spell? It'd be cool if, yeah, it gave us a power. We can calm up to level 25 for 10 seconds on touch. Well, that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. But today, after we got that, we found a dead Crusader. A dead Knight, I should say. A Knight of the Nine in the ruin. And it pointed us, a journal on his body pointed us to the Priory of the Nine, which is home of the Knights of the Nine, where they hunt down the Crusader's relics. And we think the Curious might be there, so we're going to travel to Faragil Inn, and we're going to run to the Priory from there and see what's going on. So I think all of the Crusader armor and stuff is going to be just as good as our Daedric armor. And I'm thinking we'll probably just switch over to it because I feel like I want to change in my armor, you know? I need something different. We've been wearing this Daedric armor for how long now? For a long time. So it's definitely nice just to look different, you know? Right now it looks a little janky with the Daedric armor and the helmet, but throughout the DLC we'll be getting a full transformation. And it's gonna be great. Alright, so we're going up the hill here. We might be able to see it in the distance at the other side. Maybe. No. Maybe if I didn't have all these damn trees and grass turned on. But hey, I'm not going to complain. Oh, it's like literally right down here. Okay. It's like in a little hole in the ground. Alright. Right, is this it? Isolated house? No, this isn't it. I have no idea what this is. It's a reinforced door? Hello? It's an isolated house. There's a reinforced door and there are 2 people in it.
To arms.
Okay. Just a little bandit house, I guess. They aren't even strong bandits. Yo, what did I walk in on here? I don't think I've ever seen this before. Is this just like a random little bandit base here? This is weird. Bandits don't have names. There's no notes or anything explaining why they're here. There's like nothing going on here. Okay. We'll take all the food for potions. Well, that was interesting. Let's continue on to the Priory now, shall we? I can see it ahead right there in the fog. It has a nice little meadow in it. And a Spriggan on the outskirts. Get rid of that. Alright, so here we are at the Priory of the Nine. Let's see, I guess, if I were to hide a relic of a Crusader, I would put it in the chapel, right? And if not, can't I, yeah, I can do that. And I should have gotten rid of my diseases there. Yup, okay. But, okay, maybe I was wrong about putting the curious here. Oh god, I probably shouldn't have jumped there. Okay, I'm fine. Alright, let's go into the main house, then. Life of Uriel Septum, we got the symbol here. Oh, and Amiel's ring fits perfectly into the diamond shape on the floor. Look at us, accidentally finding secret passageways. The rest of this place, though, it looks pretty junked up. Looks like an exact copy of the Blades Priory. Waynon Priory. Even to having this room here, because this was like a secret room in the Waynon Priory. Although I don't think this was here. Let's go into the basement. A little training room down here, I guess. I have ominous music playing. They have a forge here. Alright. Not a whole lot going on. The Undercroft. Okay, is that it right there? Is that the cure? Oh. Hello?
By the strength and guidance of the Nine, who comes before us upon this sacred ground, seeking the cuirass of the Divine Crusader? Step forward, adventurer, and face us each in honorable combat. For the vows we fail to revere in life, we shall uphold in death. No unworthy soul shall lay hands upon this sacred artifact without the leave of the Knights of the Nine.
So I guess these are the knights. They're all ghosts now. And the one that just talked to us there was Amiel, the one whose ring we found that got us into here. So now, in order to get the cuirass, he finally pronounced it.
You are defeated. Sir Casimir, step forward.
In order to get the cuirass, I still can't pronounce it right, even though he said it. We need to defeat all 9 of them in combat. That's 2.
Impressive. You have bested Sir Casimir. Now face Sir Ralvis.
Sir Ralvis, you. I'm gonna be honorable about this. I'm gonna let them get the first strike. Otherwise, I might hit him too early and get in trouble. Come on, he's down.
Sir Ralvis, you have fallen. Step back and let the challenge continue. Sir Henrik, come forward and prove yourself.
Sir Henrik next. That was interesting. My sword, my shield bash didn't stagger him at all. Maybe because he's a ghost.
You have overcome half of us, and yet you remain standing. Perhaps Sir Caius shall test your true mettle.
Sir Caius. This guy. Oh, you just went straight in while I was looking for you. And you died again.
You show a fury of faith that I have not seen in centuries. But now you face Sir Junkin.
Sir Junkin? That's a load of junk if I do say so myself. Dead junk. Eh? Eh?
You have lost, Sir Junkin. Sir Torolf, show the challenger the ferocity of the North.
Ferocity of the North. I'm guessing, Torolf, you're a Nord. You're a dead Nord. Junkin never came back. Oh, those two.
You have stood against the Knights of the Nine and lived. However, the final test is upon you. Ready yourself, Sir Knight, and face me!
Yeah, hit me, Amiel. I got your ring. You're just as easy as the rest. Man.
Sir Knight, in 300 years, none have stood against us and lived. Step forward and claim what is yours by right. May your faith be true.
Alright, so now we can get the Cuirass of the Crusader. I've recovered it. I should talk to the ghosts of the former knights to see if they can aid me in my quest for the remaining relics. But first, let's look at the stats on this thing. If I can find it. So it has 18 defense, 60 weight. So let's repair it and the Daedric Cuirass just to compare it better. Takes a lot to repair. Let's go ahead and repair all of our stuff, shall we? It does 23 defense when fully repaired, but so does the Daedric Cuirass. So that goes to show that, yeah, I think all of this armor of the Crusader has exactly the same stats as the Daedric, except more like boosting stuff with it. So we'll go ahead and put that on. Got a little bit more of a transformation here. I like that. How are we looking? It's getting there, it's getting there. It reminds me of the guy from Dark Souls. I've never played Dark Souls, but that's what it reminds me of. Sir Caius.
Greetings, Sir Knight.
Tell me about the Knights of the Nine.
In death, we continued the work that escaped us in life. The relics must still be guarded, for someday they shall be needed once more.
Okay, tell me about Sir Beric.
Alas, my old comrade is not among us here. We do not know why his spirit did not join us here to guard our last relic. We were estranged in life, but I had hoped that in death we could be reconciled. For my part, I now know that I am largely to blame for the ruin of the old order. Sir Amiel takes too much upon himself. I will say no more.
Okay, so there's this Sir Beric guy who's not here with them. And I guess Sir Caius was largely to blame for the fall of the order, but Amiel takes it upon himself. What's Amiel's side?
By the Nine! I've not seen such strength. Could you be... No, you cannot. You are simply a noble knight.
Hey, tell me about Sir Beric.
One of the mightiest knights of my day. It was a great boost to the Order's prestige when he joined. Unfortunately, he and I did not see eye to eye on certain matters. He left the Order during the War of the Red Diamond and never returned.
Okay, so yeah, it seems like Amiel and Beric got into some arguments.
The original Order of the Nine was founded with the intention of safekeeping the Crusader's relics. In life, we failed at this task. In death, we seek to preserve what little we accomplished while we wait for one to come and finish what we began.
Well, I'm here. I'm gonna finish it. Tell me about the helm that I already got.
You completed the quest that I could not. I'm glad that my death at least served to lead you here, as I had hoped.
Okay, well, you're a big help.
Go with virtue.
How about you, Sir Casimir?
I know where you may find the gauntlets of the Crusader, for I was the one who lost them.
Oh, were you
Though
now?
many know where they are still lost. I believe there is something you must do in order to retrieve them. Would you listen to my tale and learn of the gauntlet's fate?
Yeah, please, tell me.
When the Order fractured, I followed Sir Beric into war, taking the gauntlets with me. When it was over, I returned to Cyrodiil. I attempted to return to the service of the Nine, but the war had changed me. I no longer had sympathy for the weak or pity for the suffering. In the brief time I was there, I did more to hurt the chapel than help it. It was there that I was cursed.
Cursed? What do you mean?
A beggar who came to the chapel each day for help tried my patience one too many times. I lost my temper and struck him. My blow landed harder than I had intended, and he fell to the floor dead, killed in the very chapel of the God of Mercy. I left the chapel at once, of course, but the damage was done. I was weak, constantly weary, and lacked the energy to do almost anything.
What about the gauntlets?
Ah, yes. As proof of the deed, when I struck the poor man, the gauntlets slipped right off my hands and fell to the floor. Heavy as stone, they would not move. None could lift them. I suspect they lie there still, in Coral's chapel. You must prove to Stendarr you are worthy to lift the gauntlets once more. Seek out the priests in Coral. Perhaps they can help you.
So basically, this guy left with Sir Beric and came back, wanted to rejoin the Knights, but got annoyed by a beggar and struck down the beggar in the chapel of the God of Mercy. So he got cursed, the gauntlets fell to the ground, heavy as hell, and are still there.
It was placed on me for defying the teachings of Stendarr in his very chapel. My entire lineage was ruined by this curse. Whether it is connected to the fate of the gauntlets, I do not know.
Okay.
I have no doubt that they still lie within the chapel of Stendarr in Coral. No mortal man could lift them.
I bet I can lift him.
We had only the best of intentions. Truly we did. We meant only to serve the Nine and the Empire. It's hard to believe it all went so wrong.
It always does, trust me.
Walk with the Nine, Sir Knight.
So he gave us the Stendarr's Mercy quest to get the gauntlets. I believe we can get at least a couple other quests from these guys, so let's keep going down the line. Sir Ralvis, you're next.
You have my tribute, Sir Knight. In 300 years, none have passed the gauntlet. In 300 years, we have never known hope. But for the first time, it seems that someone may succeed where we have failed. I see in you the chance to redeem our souls and restore the Order. And now, I must ask you to press forward where I could not. I must ask you to face the challenge of Zenithar.
How did you fail?
I was arrogant and foolhardy. I sought personal glory. I placed my own will and my own lust for fame over the will of the Nine. In facing the challenge of Zenithar, I failed. I tried dozens, no, hundreds of times to reach the mace. I fell each time, and each time I awoke in the chapel, I leapt again. I tried to enlist the help of the other knights, but none would come to my aid. The inscription says to walk in the faith, but even now, I do not know what this means.
So this guy failed because he was just an idiot and didn't know what to do.
Below the chapel of Zenithar in Leowyn, there is a shrine to the great craftsman, Saint Calidus. Those seeking the mace must pray before the shrine. When you bow, you will receive a vision. Or perhaps not, it is unclear. The priest saw that my body never moved, but it felt so real. You will see the mace separated from you by a great chasm. The chasm represents your doubt. Your faith must be your guide across it.
Well, I mean, I've jumped over chasms before. Can't I just jump? Or do I need my faith to guide me?
This is what I know. As I said, my faith was weak. I did not understand the test, and I fell from the platform each time I tried to cross. I have told you all that I know. All that is left is for you to prove yourself more worthy than I. If you seek the mace, travel to Leowin's chapel, kneel at the shrine in the Undercroft, and let your faith in the Nine be the salvation of us all.
Okay.
Casimir left with the gauntlets when the Order dissolved. I heard that he lost them, but I had my own problems to deal with.
I don't know why you're telling me about the gauntlets.
Our greed for the relics overshadowed our faith in the Nine. I can only hope that you are stronger than we were.
The mace is what's important to you.
Legends say that when Pelinal Whitestrake was slain by the Aelids, a messenger carried the mace to the human settlement of Leowin as a message. Centuries later, the master craftsman Saint Calidus built the Chapel of Zenithar in Leowin as a tribute to the legend. When Saint Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the Mace of the Crusader. Of the original divines, Zenithar is thought to be the most in touch with the mortal realm. Some legends say that Zenithar has close ties to Kinnereth, an idea that is supported by the manner in which the two gods' realms interact. Craftsmen devoted to Zenithar are able to create and profit from the materials provided by Kinnereth's natural world. The two work in harmony, the natural world providing for the craftsmen. One cannot revere Zenithar without acknowledging the power of Kinnereth.
Okay, fun little knowledge
Walk
there.
with the Nine, Sir Knight.
What about you, Sir Henrik?
If you are true to the teachings of Julianus, it may be possible for you to find the shield of the Crusader.
What do you mean?
When the Order crumbled, I set out on my own. After years of searching, I found the shield and brought it to Fort Bulwark for safekeeping. With the help of a few trusted friends, I began work to keep the shield safe for all eternity. I never saw my work finished. I died defending the fort from those who would take and misuse the shield. I never saw our work finished. I trust that the others carried on without me.
Okay, tell me about Fort Bulwark.
It lies in the southeast of Cyrodiil, near the Black Marsh border. If all went according to plan, it should be very well guarded now. Believe in yourself and use your knowledge wisely. You will pass through unharmed, and the shield will be yours.
Sure it will be.
Look to the southeast of Cyrodiil to find it. I cannot say for certain what is inside, but be prepared for anything.
Alright, tell me about Julianos.
History and knowledge are his domain. He is the god of wisdom and logic. He teaches us, know the truth, observe the law. When in doubt, seek wisdom from the wise.
Okay, and the Knights of the Nine?
Though we went our separate ways when the Order fell, we all served the Nine in our hearts. All but one.
Would this one be the Sir Benric or whatever? Not Benric. I can't remember his name. The one that Amiel argued with, I guess.
Sir Ralvis quested for the
Beric.
mace after Sir Beric's betrayal. He believed that with the mace, he would be able to bring the rest of us together. He stayed in the Chapel of Leowin for months, attempting the test over and over. He hardly ate, hardly slept. In the end, he failed. He left the chapel broken and beaten. Sir Amiel found his body and laid him to rest here at the Priory.
Okay, and the shield?
The shield is safeguarded within Fort Bulwark. It is protected, and care must be taken when attempting to find it.
Right, you already told me that.
Walk with the Nine, Sir Knight.
Alright, we got two more. What about you, Sir Gregory?
Greetings, Sir Knight.
Tell me about the Knights of the Nine.
In matters of faith, one cannot be bogged down in the affairs of this world. Learn from us. Cast aside your treasures and serve the Nine.
Okay, what do you know about the shield?
Sir Henrik wasn't drawn into the war as so many of us were. His mind never left the shield.
Okay, cool. Oh, you
May
don't
your
have anything
sword
interesting.
strike true.
Sir Torolf, the Nord, the Fury of the North.
How may I serve you, Commander?
Tell me about the gauntlets.
Sir Casimir took the gauntlets to war with him. After what happened with Beric, who would try to stop him?
And the knights.
Complacency proved to be our greatest enemy. The service of the Nine requires eternal vigilance.
Okay, cool, I guess.
May the Nine guide your way.
So what quests did we get from that? We got Wisdom of the Ages, Path of the Righteous, and Stendar's Mercy. I thought there was one more, Nature's Fury. But, oh, okay, so Sir Junkin is still here. He's just invisible. Okay.
I wish to see you succeed where I failed. I was on the path to the boots of the Crusader, but died before I reached them. Do you wish to learn what little I know?
Yeah, sure, tell me more.
I cannot tell you exactly how to find the boots, for that will be up to Kinnereth. I can tell you to seek out her priests, though. West of the Imperial City, on the edge of the Great Forest, is a shrine. You will find them there, and they will tell you what you need to know.
Alright, tell me about the boots.
The boots are safeguarded by Kinnereth herself. You must be tested and prove yourself worthy to acquire them.
Okay, and the knights?
The wars of men undermine the service of the Nine. Do not follow in our mistakes.
And the shield.
Sir Henrik spent his days looking for the shield. He was so determined. We all were in those days.
Alright, so that's the Nature's
May your
Fury
sword
quest I
strike
was
true.
looking for. That is actually the one we're gonna start with. I've spoken with the ghosts and learned where several parts of the armor are hidden. I should return when I've collected them all. Alright, so let's leave the priory here. It's still completely in ruin. But let's see, we're gonna work on Nature's Fury. We're gonna go to Kinnereth's Shrine right here, kind of near Haynote Cave. I think I'll go from Wanet Inn though. I always like traveling from a peaceful area. That way I don't fast travel and have to deal with enemies right away. Just seems to throw me off a little bit, you know, but hey. We're already fighting a rat. Just out in the grass, out in the open. What the hell? Don't really see rats like out in the wilderness that much. That is kind of weird, but whatever. So yeah, this is the Knights of the Nine DLC. Basically, you go through this quest line, collecting all the relics and becoming the Divine Crusader yourself so that you can take on Umaril. It is a very interesting quest line and I like the idea of it, but here we are at the shrine.
Greetings to you.
We need to talk to the priests
seen
and
ways
figure
around the
out
wilderness?
what's going on with the boots
Those
here.
who please the Nine may receive blessings
All
of
are
willpower
welcome
at the
here.
way shrines of Mara.
Oh, you're talking, so
How
let me talk
about
to
that?
you.
What brings you to the altar of Kinnereth, my child?
I want to know... Tell me about the altar, first of all.
You have been in the chapel of Kinnereth from the moment you stepped outdoors. Have you not felt her presence? We gather here to pay tribute to all of the blessings she bestows upon us.
Okay, and the boots of the Crusader, that's what I'm here for.
You would seek the holy relic Kinnereth has bestowed upon the world. Then you must prove yourself worthy. Kinnereth's creations guard her relic, and you must pass the test before you may be granted the boots.
Test? What test?
I cannot say what it will be, for I do not know. Kinnereth herself will decide in what manner you shall be tested. All I can do is direct you to the Grove of Trials, and remind you to heed Kinnereth's teachings. Fear and respect nature and all her creations.
Where is this grove?
Not far from here to the west, nestled within the great forest, it is a place many would overlook. I warn you that it is unwise to take anyone with you. you should go there alone.
Okay, and fear and respect nature?
Indeed. Nature itself is Kinnereth's domain. All its creatures are her wards. You would do well to remember this when it comes time for your test.
Very well, I shall take this test.
Then proceed directly to the grove, as your test has begun. Kinnereth may choose to guard you along the way. That is up to her. Good luck.
Alright, so we need to go
Take
to this
care.
grove, and the only help we're given is to fear and respect nature. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So the grove shouldn't be too far. Looks like it is right here. They're here in the grove now. I have to wait and see what Kinnereth has in store for me. A bear. Okay. It's not a hostile bear. It's the Forest Guardian. The Guardian of the Forest. If I remember this right... Yeah, a bear attacked me in the Sacred Grove, but I made no attempts to fight back. A cave has been revealed, and it would seem the boots of the Crusader are waiting inside. And so all you gotta do is just... don't attack the bear, man. Be nice to the bear. And then you can head into the grotto. And we have some peaceful Spriggans too. You can actually get a good look at the Spriggan model here because they're not really attacking you at all. It might be a little better. My throat is still scratchy from the last episode. I don't know why. Sorry about that, guys. It might be better if we take off whatever it is that gives us the detect life. I really don't remember at this point. It's that. That way they're not glowing. There we go. Get a good look at the model if you want. Alright. I feel creepy looking at that model for too long. Let's just grab the boots and go, shall we? I have acquired the boots, completed Sir Junkin's quest by recovering them, and I should continue to search for the relics that the other knights were questing for. Alright, we still got time here. The next one we are gonna do is the Path of the Righteous, where we need to go to the Chapel of Zenithar to the Undercroft. Yes, the chasm that the guy just continually fell down and fell down. Where's Zenithar? Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one in Leowyn. So apparently, as long as we have faith, we won't fall down this chasm. Supposedly.
It's you. I've heard of you. You're the one restoring the Knights of the Nine, aren't you?
I mean, I'm not really restoring them. I'm just hunting down the relics. But sure, I am. Who are you?
My name is Kennedy Saholan. Like you, I am a servant of the Nine, specifically of Zenithar. I came here seeking his mace. However, I could not pass the test. I'm no crusader, but that doesn't mean that I cannot serve Zenithar. In light of recent attacks, I've signed on to protect the chapel. I'm fair with a blade, and by my honor, I'll serve the Nine in any way I can.
Well, tell me about your views on Zenithar.
Of the original Divines, Zenithar is thought to be the most in touch with the mortal realm. Some legends say that Zenithar has close ties to Kinnereth, an idea that is supported by the manner in which the two gods' realms interact. Craftsmen devoted to Zenithar are able to create and profit from the materials provided by Kinnereth's natural world. The two work in harmony. The natural...
I'm pretty sure that guy repeated word for word what the actual Knight of the Nine said. Okay, what can you tell me about the mace?
Legends say that when Pelinal Whitestrike was slain by the aliens,
A messenger carried...
Hold on.
Centuries later,
You're
when
literally...
Saint Calidus was laid to rest, those who prayed to Zenithar at his tomb began to receive visions of the mace of the Crusader.
You're literally repeating word for word what the knight is saying. Okay.
Legend
Yeah, that repeats that.
of
Zenithar.
the original divines?
That's literally... I don't have the other options here anymore.
Have you had any...
Okay.
Take
Sure, let me...
Looks like you're handy with a
I'm
blade.
just gonna go get the mace. Okay, into the Undercroft we go. A sanctified ancient specter, okay. Offering box, I just looted a skeleton here. These guys aren't angry at us either. That's like really creepy, getting a close look at their face. Jeez. Oh man. Okay then. Tomb of Saint Calidus. Hello? I've knelt before the shrine of Saint Calidus in Leyawen and found myself transported to some sort of dark void. I can see the Mace of Zenithar off in the distance, but there seems to be no way to reach it. According to Sir Ralvis, I must allow my faith in the Nine to guide me to the mace. I actually, don't remember how this one works. Do I just walk? Nope. I have no faith. Let's try that again, shall we? Tried to reach the mace, but my feet met nothing but air and I fell into the darkness. There must be a way to walk between the platforms and reach the mace. There must be a way. There must be a way. I can't jump for it. I landed here on the bottom of the pillar. Let's just continue dropping. Huh. Maybe our friend upstairs can tell us something. Otherwise, I don't see why it would update our quest log.
Have you had any luck retrieving the mace?
None at all.
Legend.
You can't tell me anything.
Goodbye.
Let's talk to one of the people here.
So you're the one that's come for the mace, are you? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Get on with it if you must. The shrine is downstairs, but I wouldn't expect much if I were you. No one has ever succeeded.
Hold on.
Good day.
Hold on. Hold on. I think I might remember. If I remember this right, it's a really weird thing. There's the boots. Let's put on the boots. Woodland Grace, right? Yeah, that's the thing. You need to wear the boots to see the path. Yeah, I remembered. Good for me. Let's take the mace. I've recovered the mace of the Crusader. I should continue to search for the relics. It took me a second to figure that one out. I want to do some repair work and then check on the stats of these. Okay. So first off, let's check the boots. 15.8. 18.9. So the Daedric boots are actually better than the boots of the Crusader. Okay. We'll keep that. And then the mace. Boris is 43.28. And this one is 42.29. Ooh. So I think the mace of the Crusader is actually better than Boris. Sadly enough. I mean, I think Boris has served his use. He's been with us for a long time. We met the real Boris at the beginning of the game. He was there when Uriel Septum. Hello?
This is the part
Hello? Is this chapel getting attacked right now? I don't want to hit any of the people. Okay, minions of Umaril attack the chapel.
I can't believe it. We survived. By the grace of the Nine, we survived. In no small part to you, Sir Knight. By your will and the will of the Nine, the Chapel of Zenithar is held against this blasphemer. Sir, I pledge my sword. I wish to join you in your quest to restore the Knights of the Nine and defeat this Umaril.
Yeah, sure, I accept. Welcome to the Order.
I can only hope to match your bravery and valor. I am honored to serve by your side. Allow me to fetch more suitable equipment. I shall return shortly.
So that's another thing that happens throughout this quest line. You actively recruit members for the new Knights of the Nine, including this guy. But, if I'm being honest, you know, this guy's whole purpose is to be here and guard this chapel. And now that it's been attacked, he's just like, nope, I'm not gonna guard this place anymore. Let me go follow this random nut job collecting god relics, you know? But hey, as I was saying, Boris has been with us a long time. We met the real Boris at the beginning of the game. He died in the Battle of Bruma. And we made this mace to commemorate him and have had it ever since. I think it's time that we let Boris have a rest. Don't you guys think? He will live on in our hearts for all time. But we have other things to do, so yeah, Mace of the Crusader now. Boris, you'll go in the special storage at the waterfront house. Don't worry, buddy. Alright. The boots of the Crusader aren't great, if I'm being honest. I mean, defense-wise, they're only one less than the Daedric boots. And they weigh less. I don't know. I might do it just to keep the set complete, but while we're still wearing other Daedric stuff, I'm gonna keep the Daedric boots on. But yeah, okay, what's the next one? Wisdom of the Ages? Fort Bulwark. So that sounds like a whole ass dungeon. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and save that for next episode. I don't have any repairing to do because I've been doing that as I've been getting stuff. Let's see, we can try some potions. I don't think, yeah, I did pick up stuff, okay. Go ahead and do our potions before the end of the episode, fill out the episode a little bit more, I guess. Let's do this, do the leek. Nothing else with ectoplasm. Got bone meal, which goes with the rat meat. Get rid of that, and there we go. Okay. Yep, I think we're gonna have to call it an end there. We can go ahead and set Wisdom of the Ages as our main quest, and Fort Bulwark gonna be over here. We can travel from Nocturnal Shrine next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.